Hello, friends. This is Precious, and welcome to Catching Up with Friends, episode 11. For today's guest friend, she was my Sunday school student before, and she is very smart. Please welcome Angel.
Hi, Te.
Hi, Jel. Kumusta?
I'm good.
Thank you, Jel, for accepting my invitation. Just for everyone, I invited Angel to be our 11th guest friend because I want to know from the student's perspective, how's life during pandemic? Can you tell us something about yourself?
So, hello everyone. I am Angel Hope Bentulo. I'm from the Philippines and I am 21 years old. And right now, I am a fourth year student in a university studying mechanical engineering.
Wow. Jel, you're already 21 years old?
Yes.
Wow, I couldn't believe. Wow. You look so young. Which university are you studying now?
MSU Jensen, Mindanao State University Jensen.
Yes. Before we continue, let's do a little time check. It is 8:40 p.m. here in California. What time is it in the Philippines?
It's 11:40 in the morning in the Philippines.
Jel, let's do a little memory about us. I'll go first. My really good memory about you is during our Sunday school when I was your teacher, we have this little groups of kids, right? And
Yes.
you are one of the most competitive students. And then you want to answer every question because you read the Bible, you know the story, you go to Sunday school every time. So you really want to show them that, yes, I know the story. And now you are a Sunday school class teacher,
Yes,
right?
thank God.
That's so
Yes.
good.
Ministry now.
Do you have any memory there?
So, Ate Precious, you're always the person who always comes up with really funny videos, really
Oh.
funny games. And I just couldn't forget one video that you showed me, and it was hilarious. The Pinoy Henyo, General Santos. I couldn't forget that. You're the one who introduced that to me. And when you started working, you always
Mhm.
treat us for food. And that's also an inspiration to us young people because now I can see my kuyas and ates doing the same thing as you guys doing before. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. We treated you with some goodies, but then at the same time, you have to clean the church.
Okay.
No, just kidding. Now let's go to our questions here. Jel, why did you choose that degree?
Why I chose mechanical engineering?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I want to be different. I want to do something different because when most people, when they hear engineering, they would say it's buildings,
Mm-hmm.
like that. But engineering is a broad aspect. So I want to explore another aspect of engineering and make it known, which is mechanical machineries,
Mm-hmm.
engines, stuff. So yeah, I decided to do it. And right now I couldn't see myself, I think, other than I love it. I love mechanical engineering.
Wow.
I'm not so good at it though, but I love it.
Just couldn't imagine that you take that course, that you took that course because you are so girly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're so girly, and your mom is a teacher, right?
Yeah.
Why are
Yeah.
you not influenced to be a teacher?
I've seen their hardships
Mm.
as a teacher's kid. So
Mm-hmm.
I've seen their hardship and I don't think I can endure that hardship. Only strong people can do that. Yeah, like you at the
You see yourself as an engineer, you see yourself doing things like other men can do, right?
yeah.
Now, because we are in pandemic, have you tried going to MSU? I mean, wala pa'y pandemic, right?
Yes. For 2 years, my first
Oh.
year and second year. Third year, I think we started doing the online class. And
Mm-hmm.
third semester for the third year just ended weeks ago.
Okay. Now you have tried both of the worlds, in
Sure.
school and the online. What's a typical day for you as, student during pandemic?
It's very different compared when we do face-to-face classes. Right
Mm-hmm.
now, it's just so hard to manage time. So
Mm.
in face-to-face classes, of course, you have to go to school. You have to enter the class at this time, and you
Mm-hmm.
can't go home because my house is very far from the school. But right now, it's just so hard. But it takes discipline
Mm-hmm.
to do it, though. I'm managing myself and I'm disciplining myself to still be a good student, even though we do online classes. So
Mm,
it's
you
really,
mm-hmm.
really different.
Now, can you take us what's your day look like as a student during pandemic?
I don't think it's a very healthy schedule though, but okay.
Okay.
Wake up. So after when I wake up so late, my earliest class would is 7:30. So I'm already on my computer that time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I just drink water and then do my first class. And if
Mm.
I'm lucky enough that the next teacher is now going to do an online class, I
Mm-hmm.
can eat my breakfast. But sometimes I eat my breakfast late. So in the afternoon also I take my lunch. Sometimes when there's no class, I sleep in the afternoon because it's
Oh.
just so hard not to sleep. You're in front of your computer. So
Mm-hmm.
at night, I eat my dinner and I go back to working my stuff that I have to submit, I have to do, I study at night. I do better at night than the afternoon. I feel sleepy in the
Mm.
afternoon.
The schedule now that you are doing online class is more hectic.
Yes, I think because you're the only one managing your time and disciplining yourself.
What's the difference between the two setup, like the online class and the face-to-face class?
Face-to-face class for sure, it's costly because you have to go to the
Mm.
school every day, you have allowances. But it's also good because you have colleagues, you have your friends. When you feel after a nerve-wracking exam,
Mm-hmm.
after a hell week, after a very hard semester, you have people you can connect with.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike in an online class, though you can save money because you're just at home, you're just paying internet connection, but the
Mm-hmm.
feeling of isolation sometimes is too much. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot speak to anyone because they just couldn't understand you at that
Yeah.
point.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't match your wavelength of pain at that point.
In your perspective, going into an online class is much more not healthy.
Sometimes it's not healthy. It's just
Mm-hmm.
too tiring to be in front of your computer all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you talk to your friends, but it's through online. And sometimes being online, talking to them on through the phone, it's just too much.
Mm-hmm. It's unhealthy not only because that you're facing the computer all day, but it's also unhealthy mentally because you don't have someone to talk to. I understand that one. In terms of social interaction, how nice or challenging it is right now.
It's very challenging, I would
Mm-hmm.
say. Though it's nice because you can connect to everyone, even though
Mm-hmm.
they're in different places. But it's challenging because it's just too tiring. That's the
Mm-hmm.
point. It's just too tiring to always use the phone, to always be
Mm-hmm.
on the computer. Physical touch and physical appearance
Yeah.
is so much better. You feel
Mm-hmm.
more assured that
Mm-hmm.
you're talking to someone and you feel them genuinely,
Yeah,
unlike talk to them online. I think that's
true.
it.
In terms of learning, how well do you understand the lesson?
For me, I think some professors just give us a topic and let us
Mm-hmm.
review it. In my perspective, which I since I'm not intelligent, born intelligent, I always study. And I think because I feel alone and I feel isolated, I don't have friends to ask for answers.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah.
I make sure that I know how to sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So I also ask my classmates for answers now. It's easier to ask them because the
Yeah.
teacher can see. But well, you also have to make sure that you're learning. And
Mm-hmm.
I do that to myself. I plead that to myself that I don't want to get out of something that uh I'm uneducated or I didn't
Mm-hmm.
get something from it. So I always
Okay.
try to learn.
What are the advantages and disadvantages now that you are doing online class?
Only finances that we always spend our money during online classes would probably the internet connection and the load
Mm-hmm.
in your
Mm.
cell phone, because when you go out you have to check it. You have to check the on the internet if there
Yeah.
are announcements. I think it's more costly when it's face to face,
Oh, I
because
see.
we have to pay for fare. So
Mm.
I think that's also an edge of the online class. Not
Mm-hmm.
too costly. We can save money.
That's good. That's good to know. But which would you choose?
For me, it
Mm-hmm.
would be face to face. Still different because college life, we just go through that for a very short time in our
Yeah.
lives. We cannot go back to the
Mm-hmm.
memories, to the things that we can do during our college life. So I think
Yeah.
I would choose still face to face.
Yeah, for sure. The social interaction, the just the nature or just going through the process, right? It feels really different. If you were to request Ched about the system that you have now, what would it be?
I think it's a matter of they should think about what they're going to implement in the colleges, in the universities, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes the decisions, I'm not so sure if this is it, but this is what
Mm-hmm.
I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the decisions are just so abrupt that we
Mm-hmm.
students couldn't really adopt to it really fast. So
Mm-hmm.
decisions are always changing. So I'm just
Mm-hmm.
asking them to be firm with their decision, support the
Mm-hmm.
students also, because it's just hard. I know they're doing their best to provide us quality education. I just hope that they will be clear with what they wanted. Because
Mm.
right now, for example, OJT, we cannot do OJT because of the
Yeah.
pandemic, but it's still on our curriculum. So I hope they come up with something.
How do teachers deliver their lessons now?
I appreciate teachers because some of them really do their best to make it easier for students to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So there are some who just give it, but it's okay though.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they have problems with the internet
Yeah.
or resources. I can understand, but I appreciate teachers a lot because my mom is a teacher and I've seen her struggles
Mm-hmm.
and sacrifices for the students also, and I think my teachers and my professors do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's so nice. What's the most frustrating experience you have during online classes?
I think the isolation part is just frustrating
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, you cannot connect with anyone now, and
Yeah.
it's just you carrying all your burdens. You cannot see, unlike in a face to face when you're doing an exam, you can see, ay,
Yeah.
dili ko siya kabalo, karami. So, so marag mo feel relief. Like right now, after an exam, you are wondering, hala, basi ako lang wala naka-answer. I'm the only
Mm-hmm.
one who didn't do well in the exam. So I think
Mm-hmm.
that's frustrating part, and
Mm-hmm.
knowing that some students couldn't pursue their studies because of this pandemic. Also, that's frustrating and very demotivating, but it's okay. It's
Mm-hmm.
just sad.
Yeah. On the other side, how grateful are you? Are still pursuing your studies?
Really grateful that I have the
Mm-hmm.
opportunity of to study, and uh, my university doesn't cost much. We
Yeah.
actually free tuition. Good aspect of our university. We don't pay much,
Yes.
but we get education out of it.
What did you learn about yourself during this whole process?
I learned that I can discipline myself even though nobody is looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
I can discipline myself. I can motivate myself too. And I I love myself even better because there's no one beside me. It's only me.
Mm-hmm.
So no one to save you in an exam.
Yeah.
It's only you. You help yourself. So I think that's it. I love myself even more, not in a vain way though,
Yeah.
but I appreciated myself that, oh, nakaya ni mo ni, you're in your fourth year.
How do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years probably working, earning money,
Mm-hmm.
um, gaining wealth from working hard. I think that's what I will do five
Mm-hmm.
years from now, working in the
Mm.
industry.
Yeah.
10 years from now, probably much better than I was 5 years ago. And probably working too, and maybe have some business on my own. I'm not so
Mm.
sure.
Do you think this pandemic break or help you to discover more about yourself?
I would say it helped me more.
Mm-hmm.
It's because, yeah, I'm always with myself. I'm not with
Mm-hmm.
anyone. So I know how to enjoy things by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to help myself,
Mm-hmm.
help myself that I have to study. I
Mm-hmm.
have to do things like this because it's for me. I have to take good care of my health. I just did that during this pandemic.
What should students always remember during these trying times?
I was so demotivated that time. That was my second year in college. I
Mm-hmm.
was motivated. I was low morale.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to quit.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this one professor that changed the whole game for me, and I'm very thankful to her. She's like angel in disguise to me. When
Mm.
I entered her class, I was down low. I was at the lowest point in my life and I wanted to quit. And then she spit these words: don't be the person who quits just because it's difficult. And that changed the whole game for me. It's like a pail of cold water was thrown to me. I was zero motivation up to 100% motivation. So I just want also to tell everyone that don't be the person who quits just because it's difficult. We train ourselves to quit during difficult situations. How are we going to navigate life? Because life in general is really difficult.
Who is that teacher?
Engineer Christina Lalisan from the Civil Engineering Department. She
Mm.
just made change in my life. And
That's
it's
so
like
nice.
God telling me through her to not to
Mm-hmm.
quit.
If you were to give a message to the world in behalf of all the students in this pandemic, what is your message?
Be a little good to us, because though you always see us just on the computer, just on our
Mm-hmm.
rooms,
Mm-hmm.
we don't do anything anymore. But we also go through hard times because of this pandemic. So just also bear with us,
Mm-hmm.
and let's just help each other, because this is everyone is affected.
Mm-hmm.
The working sector, the students
Mm-hmm.
also affected. So let's just bear each other's burden and do not become anyone's burden.
People in the world, just be nice.
Yeah, if in a world where you can be anything, be nice and be
Yeah.
kind, I would say thank you. I'm just really grateful for all the teachers because they've done their best. Everyone do their best during these trying times.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone is affected. Everyone
Yeah.
is going through difficulties. Everyone feels isolated. Everyone feels just hurt. We just don't know, right? So thank you, Jel.
Bye.
Bye, Jel.